Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucid. We're going to be playing a single player game here with Therodos. Here are the mods we've got on recuperation. We're going to be putting on improved casting AI for single player. Okay, I was making sure we had the right one. We've got sprite overhaul on. We've got rebirth mod. There's actually a new rebirth mod we should probably be using, but I don't have it installed at the moment. Um, And yeah, we're going to be playing on an old map, an old cartographic revision map that I used for my Middle Age Atlantis game, I believe. And let's see, Therodos, single player. I played it a little bit earlier, and I took some learnings from it. My learnings from the first run, which was like an hour and a half playthrough, was that timing on your first coastal forts is really important. That was my first learning because it's going to determine a lot of the research timings you get. So that's 3. Let's see, we're going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to do 16. We're going to have 3 of these be random underwater nations. And I'm going to be an underwater nation because I believe this map, and this is why I picked it, it holds 4. And we're going to be playing with this god, which I think the questions on using this god right, and I definitely don't think you need to take him awake. But the questions are, can you make good use of him when he first comes out? Which, like, you can definitely make use of him before he, would come out if he were imprisoned. But what I found in the first playthrough is that actually having like enough research for him to be terribly useful early is a little tricky. You kind of need a lot of research for him to like fully come online. Probably like turn 12 or 13 when he comes out, he would be able to save you if people were like running at your cap. But to like win a war, you want to be able to magic phase this guy, and that's probably not going to happen until like turn 20. Certainly could happen sooner, but you have other research you're going to need too. Some of the research priorities, I think I also learned a bit. We probably had them a little wrong. Okay, and I think that's good enough. So, yeah, there's going to be... hopefully we do a better job. But, I mean, by the way, the previous game, like single-player game, we're still crushing it. Like, we're double the AI and all the other graphs. I think I had it set to mighty on this one. I know I had it set to mighty on the other one, but I didn't sit here and like obsess over how I had the AI set up. Usually I'll sit there and fuss at it and look at it. So hopefully I had them set this way. Okay, so we're starting over here. Seems okay. What I think, so there's a few options. If you do, I think you get more specters if you make this guy a prophet. I still think it's better to make Amelia your first prophet. We're going to have this guy call specters, because really we want to get our Dominion up in our capital ASAP. And we're just going to sit here, get more dudes. Let's go ahead and set research. Okay, we got Alt 1. That's pretty good. Oh, we got construction too. That's actually amazing. We probably want to be forging Alquils pretty soon. So, okay, we've got construction 2. I think we're going to run like Alt 2, Alt 3, and then we're probably going to get enchantment 2. This is going to give us personal regen, and then Thom 3 for teleport, and then probably Conjuration 3 for earth power. Those are probably reasonably close to the early priorities we're going to have. And we'll be speeding through this. Okay, we got an earth random for our next one. And we're going to switch all these troops down to her. And we're going to have you preach. We're going to try to get our Dominion and our cap up just as soon as we can manage. We've got Shark Tribe, but we've got Tritons. The death site here, it looks like. Kalulu's, Shamblers. This would be a good first fort because it's And we see underwater perfectly. I think we're going to go here and take these shamblers out. We're actually do none, and we're going to put these guys on a line formation right here. Milady, who's in the back. Advance and cast. That should have her doing Earth Grip. And I think we're going to keep getting Melia. I might turn off... We'll turn it off some. I want to get an air random. This guy, this lady, our prophet's going to be busy preaching. I want to have one more air random. And we need to, after this, we're going to take this province. We're going to now beeline it for the coast. This would actually be a pretty good spot. We just have to kill these Kalulu. Green Kelp Fortress. So we got our water random here. I think we're going to keep going until we get an air random. Yeah, we've already preached up to 5. We can preach up to 7. We're going to get a Shambler. This will maybe be our first fort location. I want to get that first fort started here. I think we're going to take these Kalulu out. And I might just buff up this first party. And we'll have this lady site search. There's a chance we find like a kelp fortress or something. It actually happened in my last playthrough. The first place we looked, we found a kelp fortress. It was pretty wonderful. Yoink. And I think we're going to combine these like so. We'll site search with you, and here we're going to go run off. We'll take these. This should be pretty easy. Should be a reasonably high income place. This will be our first coastal fort, I believe. We're site searching here. Here we're going to be building a fort. We'll start that next turn. Yeah, making a Melia here would delay our fort a turn, which I'm not terribly excited about. So we're going to hold off on cap recruitment. Okay, we lost a few guys to the heavy cav here. It's not exactly surprising. Reasonably high income place. This is going to be very high income. We want this real bad. Oh, this was totally my Middle Age Atlantis start. This like is looking pretty familiar. It's a cave province or something down, or mountains. I remember the Zots were here. Sack and I fought over them. Fought is a strong word. We tussled over them. I think we're going to come over here. Let's bring this guy back this way. Preaching. Are we up to 7? We're up to 8 already. Okay. We got a researcher. That's really good. I think we're actually going to... There's like a small chance... There's a small chance we find a kelp fortress here. We're going to go ahead and move him here just in case we find him. And we're going to start this guy here. I want to start this fort ASAP. We're not going to do cap recruitment until we get this first fort started here, because this is going to be really important for determining some of our early research timings. We're going to hit this because we need some money. We should be able to lead another expansion party. So I was going to have her... Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're going to actually build this fort here, because she's not going to come over and site search. She's going to come back and pick up a squad, because I don't have enough money to recruit another Melia. And we're going to go start preaching here to get the Dominion up with our prophet. And she's going to lead another expansion party out. And that's just how that's going to be. Lost a few guys here. I wonder if my... It's probably not super ideal. But okay, yeah, this... Oh, wait, no, this was supposed to be high income. It's not. We're going to preach here. Well, we could site search, too. We'll site search, too, at the beginning. Time for our next expansion party. And because we preached here and our dominion's pretty high, the numbers are starting to get respectable. Okay. Let's see, where do we go with these guys? This would be a real winner to get. Let's see if we can go ahead and get on land over here. And we're going to want to fort this as soon as we possibly can. But that's not now. Again, we're not turning on our cap until we got this fort started. And I could have delayed that province in my cap circle, but it's kind of nice to have that palisade in our cap circle. But it's kind of nice to have a place to put this lady after we finish preaching up our capital. Ooh, that's going to be reasonably high income. And this province is available now, so we're going to go ahead and hit this. And we can start the fort, but we cannot start the fort and start Amelia. So we're just going to accept that the Melia production is slow right now. So Pendragon, who had asked me who had commissioned these videos. Okay, this is a lot of cataphracts. I actually don't like that. I think we'll lose there. I want to take it, but I don't think... I think what we have to do to take this is we actually have to come take these Shark Tribe. Oh, Shark Tribe are going to fuck me up, though. Can we make it all the way back here? Honestly, we can't take the cataphracts will mess us up. We're not going to be able to take that province. So we're going to come back here and backfill. It pains me to admit it, but it's true. But one of the things Pendragon was asking me is how you handle like early aggression with Buggeroo. I mean with Therodos, because there's a decent chance people run at you on sight because you're a pop kill. And I think you basically I think you play generally defensively early. And if people are going to fight you, you try to fight their PD, not their magic weapon armies, if that's what they're running at you with. 27 units. Okay, we're going to get a Melia this turn, and hopefully this Melia will lead this expansion party. We're not preaching terribly effectively right there. We've run into Archocephale. If we control this right here, we may be able to run across and control this lake, which would be nice. We're going to go ahead and bump this up to 10 in case we get run at. Here we seem to be doing okay. And we're going to have another expansion party next turn. So generally, I think if you get run at playing Therodos, especially if you have a dormant god, you want to like joust, but joust defensively, right? You're not going to be killing anybody terribly easy at the beginning of the game. That's a pretty good event. We have a lot of these dudes now. So, and we got a commander. So we got two commanders this turn. We're going to leave these sacreds for like special forces. Because if you just bring them and you're not blessing them and buffing them, it's a bit of a waste. It's a bit of a waste. We're going to be running down south too in a minute, but I think we're going to first try to come up and get this farmland. So here's the plan. We're going to have these guys on hold and attack. And we're going to have these guys on hold and fire. We're going to have them hold and fire archers. I'm going to do a skirmish formation right here. I'll have this guy like right in the middle just casting spells. That will probably be pretty safe. And then all these kelp forests here should be reasonably rich. We need to be getting... I'm going to go ahead and build a temple here. We're going to go ahead and get our dominion spreading a bit more. And we're going to prepare for getting another fort started in our cap circle. I want to get our entire cap circle forted up. But maybe a hot second before we make that a reality. And we will potentially be turning off Melia recruitment on occasion. It would be nice to have... Oh, we could get... Okay, I need an air random. Or we can just... Let's make one of these guys. We'll make a dactyl, and he'll make a hammer, which he can do right off the bat, and then he'll use that hammer and start making quills. And we'll get another dactyl and make 2 hammers and just be making quills. And we can put them on our... Like, on this guy, and then on Melia we get... Because this early timing we get on when our god is useful is going to be important. And right now we're kind of fucking it up a little. We got a decent timing on our first fort. Oh, we bumped. And lost. Damn it. I think that was over here. Alright, well fortunately the Melia lived. So she's actually going to... come back and be the one that builds a lab and temple here. We got the dactyl coming out. This is up. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this fort. We got a commander, which is going to be super useful. Oh, this is an air random. Oh, no, this is our prophet. So we had her build a temple, and she's going to go ahead and start preaching. She'll preach a little better here with the temple. We want... to be upgrading or building a fort here, but we don't have the money at the moment. We're going to come back, fill some of this. I don't know why we don't see any water nations yet. This happened the other time I was in single player. It didn't really pick any water nations for me to fight. We're not going to be worried. I'm not going to waste money, really waste. I'm not going to spend money really on underwater commanders. Like Melia are great. Even though we have a temple already in that fort, it's really just to get a bit more Dominion pressure coming out, because we want free spawn. And free spawn includes our researchers, by the way. Our research monkeys, like the people we build and pay money for, they're going to come from our forts on the coast, not from underwater. Okay, expansion going kind of fine. Extraordinary agility. We've run into Roos. What's up, dudes? Okay, let's come over here. We're going to try to take these cataphracts out. We've got a boatload of... Not a boatload. We've got some of these dudes. We've got a pretty good contingent down here, too. So what we're going to do... I think we're going to bring this guy down here, pick some of these guys up, and then we're going to run over that way. Okay, we got... Oh, my God. Guys, this is like an ungodly random. We got double Earth here. The odds of this are, like, extremely, extremely small. You will never have this happen. I mean, let's actually find the odds. The odds are, first of all, it's a 1 in 25 chance of getting both of these, and then it's also a 10% chance. So it's a 1 in 250 chance of getting a Earth 4, which, because of the Master Smith, for forging purposes, is an Earth 5. But we're going to go ahead and make that... Okay, and she's going to come over here and build a lab and temple. And this is going to be upgraded real soon. Man, are we... In the other playthrough, I had way, way, way more palisades at the beginning, and it's because I've been making mages out of my out of my cap. And we have a... we could be doing a bit better in expansion, too. We're kind of radially expanding out really far away from our home base here. Dormant pretender gods are awakening. That means we're going to be having our god real soon. And I think we're going to go ahead and make one more hammer, and then we'll start... Well, you know what? I think we're going to make quills first. No, we'll make a hammer, because then I'll be able to make 2 quills next turn with it. Because we'll have another dactyl. Here we're going to go ahead and build a lab. No, I think we're going to build a temple because that will give me enough money to build a palisade here. Did we upgrade this? We did. Okay, that was another mistake. You don't upgrade your first underwater forts in your cap circle. I mean, you can, but you don't really need to. And let's get expanding. We'll try to get down here and get this. We're going to do spaghetti expansion. Just try to get away from our cap. All right. And I want to get over here. Got a good number of sacreds here. Okay, we took this with pretty minor losses. 6 cataphracts. Horse tribe are a little bit of a son of a bitch for us. I think we're actually going to come over here and take these shark tribe out. And I think we're going to bring more troops. Something like this. And let's come over here. This looks like Tritons. We're going to keep making sure we're doing a bit of PD everywhere. All right. Okay, our god just woke up. We lost Amelia, though. That was unfortunate. We had 2 command... Oh, we lost the whole thing. God, Shark Tribe do fuck us up. I knew that was going to be risky. So that's not good. Let's bring this guy back home. Okay, we have 2 of these guys now, so we're going to be slamming quills for a second. This is our god. And we're going to have him research. Here we should be able to build a lab. I don't think it's really worth getting a priest. I think we're going to chill. This group is... Oh, we got attacked by war shamblers here. That was a bad event. I think this group's kind of punished. I don't think we can do anything with them. Okay, so we'll site search and just hang out over there. We found a lab here, which is kind of nice. So we meander away. Come over here. You know, swamps are pretty good places to put forts. This is coming up. We need... Okay, we've got another guy. We're going to start a fort here probably next turn. I think what we'll do, too, is switch to Melia production. Or no, maybe we'll make one more of these guys and send him out site searching. No, I think we'll switch to Melia. So still not really in love with the timing. I think that I could do this. You have to look. I think this requires, like, this build, more thought to be put into some of the research timing. And I mean, some of the things I just didn't maybe optimize well. All right, Russ declared war on us. But I don't know. Other things feel like we're, like, strategically wrong, if you will. All right, we've gotten this up to 7. We're going to go preach this up to 6 or 7. I think we're going to temple our cap circle. We'll make sure we have these guys with alquils. We need to build a fort here. I want to take these 2 as well. We'll go ahead and make at least one more set of alquils here. And here we're going to turn on Caberios production, and that will not stop. We'll site search here because we're hanging out. We'll consider building another. We need to get another fort up if we can for Caberios production. And I think that will do. And we're going to use our Kabirios to make our first kit for our god and to research. And ideally, oh, I forgot they're attacking us. Okay, we only had one land province near them. Actually, an exceptionally reasonable move by the AI to decide to kick me back into the ocean. We probably should do a bit of PD here. Just like so. All right, we still have enough for another palisade, which we kind of want to start maybe like right here. Or maybe we go ahead and just do it right here. I think we'll do that. I want to get another... Okay, we've got an air random there. We got a fire random here. So we're going to send this guy out site searching, and we're going to go ahead and give his hammer to this air random, who can go ahead and make us one more quill. We're going to have you research with this quill. We're going to have this guy run around and start site searching. This guy, I think we're going to have research. I'm going to give this to our god. Okay, this is a new commander we got. We're going to have him ferry back over this way. Pick up some troops. Here we're trying to preach this up to 6. We may build a temple here next turn as well, and that will let us preach it up even higher. Okay, we're going to research with her. We're just site searching with that Melia that we dropped off up north. And we have a lot of places we could go to. Expansion is still very much open to us. We do okay against barbs, but that's kind of a lot of barbs. I mean, we do have... Yeah, I don't really want to send it into that many barbs. It's kind of like my strongest little stack right now. We're going to bring these guys down and expand over this way with them. I think this group's going to focus on this area. 138 research a turn. We're working on enchantment 2. Then we're going to be going up Thom 3. In the meantime, and I think we actually have an extra hammer, we're going to start slamming out main gushes of parrying, which are a pretty good generic item for a Kraken. If we're worried about water elementals, we would really need Alt 4. That's another thing on the kind of docket. Hardwood Club. We got a Dwarven Hammer. Oh my god. My thank you game. Wait, that wasn't what I meant to do. Okay, we're going to keep site searching. It looks like we've found an underwater player over there. Ooh, that looks exceptionally juicy. Let's come over here. Let's hit this. We've got a lot of guys we can pick up here. Yeah, I mean, this is a juicy, juicy, juicy province. Let's come over here. I don't know why there's not more underwater dudes. I don't know why it's looking sparse. Okay, we're going to site search with you. We are a little tapped out on air gems. Got an earth random here, which, honestly, I think we're going to make Bracer of Protection. Is that the right thing to make? Probably. It's good to have one of those lying around. There are only 2 gems. We desperately need... Desperately is maybe the wrong word. We definitely need to be putting up another palisade. Probably right here. We should be clearing out these 2 as well. Well, this will be done this turn, and then he can walk down here and do a palisade. And then we'll send... I think what we'll do is we're gonna take some of these guys, put them on this Melia. Actually, probably this one because it's not an air. The air random is a little more persnickety right now for things we may need. So we may want to put her back on quill duty. I mean, honestly, we can just take this. I think we do that. We take this. And yeah, these guys are clearing out. I think this is approximately the right move. We have a fair amount of money we have built up, so we'll be doing some palisades in a turn or two. But the first goal we have is getting that coastal fort online, slamming on mages every turn. Oh, God damn it. Niflheim just ruining all my plans. Oh my god, we got wrecked by that shark tribe again. That's just unthinkable. First of all, no, that's not. It's only... Oh, wait, we killed them. Wait, where did... Oh, this was shark tribe. Oh, whoops. Oh, that was a mistake. I thought those were tritons. I didn't look. Whoops. Okay, we'll pretend you didn't see that. Okay, we need, please tell me we got an air random. We did not. We got an earth random. Let's start kitting this dude up. I've got another one of these researchers. We've got 2 more slots here. I think we're going to make another main gosh. These are tritons. Those should be easy. Site search here. Okay, this is where we bounced against Niflheim. What do we do with these guys? They're pretty much worthless until we can get more troops. Okay, we can actually move them here and combine this army next turn. That will be our plan. We need to get... Okay, that doesn't have any resources. We're going to have this guy come build a fort here. We're going to make a dude here. He's going to build a palisade there. We also probably should build a fort here. This will be another one of our coastal forts. This guy should be being finished any moment now. And I think we're going to go ahead and bring this guy over. And we'll start labbing and templing that. And we should reasonably shortly... Oh, what turn is it? I think we're pretty close to like 15. I feel like we're past like the first year mark by a margin. Because we're pretty enormous. What are these assholes doing? Where is this? Oh, no. See, that's not actually very cool. Oh, I do want to build a fort here. Oh, we got another researcher. That is most appreciated. Up to 200 a turn. Okay, I think we're just going to kill them with our Kraken next turn. Oh no, we need a fish amulet. Okay, to do a fish amulet, we need construction 4. I'm more worried about fighting underwater here, because we can't go on land yet. Okay, we're probably set on main goshes of parrying for now. But what we could use some more of is some more quills. We have not gotten another lucky random here. I think what we're going to do is make... I want to make some of these line pelts for future thugging operations. Okay, we'll pick these guys up and use them to come take out this shark tribe. And yeah, we'll come pick these guys up here. We've got this guy. He's going to be calling specters. All right, and we'll patrol. We do want to build a fort here. This fort's coming up. We've preached this as high as we're going to. Let's bring this person over here. We're going to build a fort here. Let's go and put this up to 6. Let's build a fort here. This one, let's just do 31. We have a fair amount of money. I think 31 will repel them, especially at this province where we've got heavy cav. And then here we're going to combine armies, and then I get to send a commander back. And then here we're going to site search. Here we're going to research. Got more quills coming out. We really have not been getting lucky with air randoms. This guy is going to be building a lab. And put this up at 11. Not a clam field. I think we're going to start a fort here. I think I'm bold enough. I don't think these guys can take it. We'll put one more PD in here. Friendly Dominion. I think we've got a decent shot of holding. We'll see. Oh, we didn't adjust research parties. Did we? Because we need to get construction 4 before we can send the Kraken on land. Okay, they didn't attack us, but they did increase their forces, which is not what we like to see. All right, we did. So then Conjuration 3. We have a fair bit more. What are these guys? God, they are not going to give us the randoms we want, are they? We're going to have to build a temple here now. We're going to have to upgrade this fort. And we're going to deposit these dudes over here. We're going to send this guy back home. And we're going to continue expanding. Going to run down here. What turn was it, by the way? We're turn 19. And we have now a pretty sizable crew. Actually split up the archers and the peltast now. And we'll just run them down here. Be fine, I'm sure. Oh, this is going to be like an epic army, kind of. Okay. Why are you here? Okay, let's build a temple. We don't have money for a temple. Oh, we had a ton of money, and now all of a sudden it's gone. Wait, this is the place we preached up high. Oh, but we never built a temple here. Okay. Unless it got destroyed somehow. I do kind of want to temple this, though. Well, it's not that important. It's probably more important to get palisades up, honestly. We got another air random. But we only have enough gems to make 1 quill. Did we get our air random over here? No. Of course not. Site searching our way back. I think we make a coral sword too. Those are pretty useful. All right, we're speeding our way right along to construction 4. I think we've got most of our quills assigned. Yes. The other thing we're going to look to put together, what I'll show you, we'll probably go clear a throne with it, is we're going to do like a foul vapors wiping stack, and we're going to use our Kraken and deploy them. And that'll, I think, be like an idea for the first, like, some of the early tech and like early milestones you hit. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Living sediment. A bunch of events. Fertility stuff. Somebody must have claimed the throne of Gaia. Yeah. Okay. I want to get things in my cap circle built first. So we'll prioritize this a little. And I want to get this turned on. Okay, good. And, okay, we're going to come back here and then expand down southwards into this lake. We're going to search here. We got a stalker. It's interesting, of course. And let's combine these. And then we'll slam outwards and take this. We could try to take that this turn, but I don't know. Not feeling it. This guy, we're gonna wait. We're gonna have to save gems now for our fish amulet. We're gonna send this guy outside searching, actually. Wait, do we want to do that? No, I think we're gonna keep him home until we build the fish amulet, because we need a water air, which is one of the paths this guy gets. And we got a lot of palisades coming up. And because we took a little bit of time building an extra temple or two around our cap, we should have pretty good Dominion pressure to get free spawn out of those forts. But especially playing single player, like free spawn nations are less fun in single player. Because it's like, it's a lot of micro. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yoink. These are coming up pretty nicely. We've got this happening. We're up to 6. That's as high as we can preach. That's at 5. Means we're not going to get much going on over here. That's at 4. Can we make it here in one turn? That would be awfully nice. Doesn't appear so. Okay, here we're at 1 a turn on these guys. That's pretty good. We got a philosopher. Excellent. Let's see if we can stick a quill on him. We've got 3 of these now, which is kind of the critical mass for our kit. We'll start fleshing this kit out more. So what we're going to want is... I forget, do these guys come in the water variety? They do. Just haven't gotten any yet. Well, I think what we'll do... We're going to make a couple more coral swords. Think about building this out here. These guys have been like itching to attack us. We got construction 4. And that means we should be able to do one of these things. I'm going to have to alchemize an air gem. But we'll use this to go kill these goobers up here. And we should have everything we need. We'll come down, take that. These guys... bring over this way. Okay, let's pick up these dudes. We'll continue site searching. Let's assassinate. And we'll consolidate some forces here. Or actually, maybe it makes more sense to run this way. Yeah, we'll consolidate this way and we'll take out these Kalulu. And we will also, we've got a lot of money here. I don't know if this is where I want my next one to be. Let's build the next fort down here. We'll try to fort these 3 next. And we got an air random. That'll be useful. We don't have any air gems right now, but such as life. We'll site search with him, though. Okay, we're going to get Conjuration 3 this turn. I think after this, I want Alt 5 so we can start doing like Iron Warriors point buffing. And then we're going to come get Enchantment 5 so we can do Foul Vapors. And it's also going to be time in our capital. We're going to turn off melee and we're going to turn on Hectorides. And the reason for this is we need... they're going to be part of our little Foul Vapor Thug Trap things we do. We can also be looking to do Boots of the Messenger. Those are going to be pretty good on our little Thug kits. Though they're not really needed. They are nice. Let's see if Roos attacked us. I'm expecting they will. They hit a pretty big force of like 100. They'll probably win. Oh, they didn't. Monstrous Conch. I can't remember what those are. Ooh, Nature Gems. Those are most appreciated. And then we get to probably pick these guys up. All right, let's get this group all kitted out. All right. And we'll go slam it. Did they attack us? Oh, it's Dryads. Oh, we got this built. That's pretty good. Let's upgrade this, and let's send in Amelia. We'll send in an air random here. And we'll get a lab going. Okay, Roos has positioned themselves like they're going to come kill us. Right? They've like snuck around here where I have a PD dump, and they're like, aha, you have a province without a PD dump. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? I also have a teleporting Kraken. And we just got our shit. So what we're going to do is we're going to do personal regen. We're going to do Iron Skin. Then we're going to do Breath of the Winter. Then we're going to do Summon Earth Power. And then we're going to do Moss Body. And we're going to do Attack Closest. We don't have Body Ethereal or other things which are going to be real nice, but I think this will be maybe just what the doctor ordered. Other things would probably be better than Iron Skin, like Temper Flesh is probably a little better. We'll see. Our protection is going to be... I mean, our defense is going to be super high, though. Feeling pretty okay about that. Let's organize this kit a little bit. Okay, we got another one of these. We don't really need more lion pelts. I think what we're going to make with you is we're going to make some girdles of might. And here we're going to make some boots. These are a little kind of optional. Every 2 air gems, we can also turn into a quill, which I like very much. We've got 2 air randoms now, so we're going to put this guy on quills for forever. And we probably want to make a pretty... After this, we're going to go do construction 6. These on like repeat recruitment. How did I get... Oh my god, we got them from an event. Well, that would explain it. Let's run these guys down here. Let's build a fort here. I'm so confident in my Kraken that I'm not even going to sweat it. And we'll run over here underwater. Here we're going to start construction of another fort. Here we'll wait a turn. Here we'll wait a turn. We're going to keep assassinating these dudes. 1 second. All right, so sorry, I had a little phone call there. Yeah, so there we go. We're assassinating those dudes. We're jumping. Let's see how our Kraken battle goes. Who thinks I accidentally killed the Kraken? Because I didn't check Dominion score. I didn't check a bunch of things. I think it's going to be pretty hard to kill a Kraken, but I don't put it beyond myself. Other things we could forge that would be really good for our Kraken are like Vine Shields, obviously. Very good in small applications like this. Oh, these guys do have cold resistance, right? Yeah, so Breath of Winter is probably not a great script slot here. Oh, we might have killed him. Yeah, we forgot about chuds, guys. Chuds are pretty fucking scary. Whoops. Where was this? God damn it, Roos. Okay. So there were some mistakes were made. We totally can survive all that. Let's go ahead and call God. Call God. We'll get our God back. We'll make a kit for our God, too. Yeah, that was a little embarrassing, I'm not going to lie. We'll get some of these things made back. The other thing we're going to need is a vine shield. We were a little slack in choice of items. Now, those big berserker axes are going to make vine shields not exactly amazing. And Timber Flesh would have been a lot better. So we need Alt. Okay, we had Alt 4. We could have just waited one turn, too. I think actually we're going to go... We're just going to mess with Roos here. Be like, hey, what's up, guys? Y'all want to hang out? We can be... The scripting here, guys, is pretty bad. I hope you know that. We're not demonstrating, like, quality scripting. But we're trying to do the turns quickly is what we're trying to do. But, like, honestly, losing the God isn't that big of a deal. And here, we're just doing Palisades, right? Because, you know, upgrading stuff is expensive. We do want to... I wanted to build... They're going to one-turn pop that. I really don't want these assholes. All right, I think, guys, desperate times call for... Well, I was going to say desperate times, desperate situations, but we don't really have a good way to go berserk yet. Which is a bit of a problem. And I don't think... Yeah, I mean, with Moss Body, maybe. Okay, we need to make another kit. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We need very quickly... Okay, we have a water random. Okay, we're going to make 2 more coral swords here. Frostbrands are not going to be very good against Harus. Okay, this is good. We're gonna need to be able to knock them off next turn, though. So we have these. We have these. We need probably also some. I think like a main Gosh. I mean, like once you get the Armor of Knights, it's also really good. Oh, they're gonna probably come over here, aren't they? Let's go ahead and bump this up to like 31. And can we carry these guys? No, they can't. Wait, why are we making a main Gosh with you? You should be making the main Gosh. Do we have adequate... She's okay, she's making the Vine Shield. We're going to need another one of... we're going to go ahead and make one of these. Amulet of the Fish for our god. There were so many things that would have made that better, like Body Ethereal, Liquid Body. We really had all... It was really a bad idea attacking then. And we don't even really know if they have, like, a magic weapon blessed, so if, like, Body Ethereal would be good. It didn't... Like, none of the guys were blessed. Which you can kind of rely on the AI not blessing their stuff very well. They're not very good at it. Okay, we took those out. Okay, and beat us here. Okay, we spanked them here. Where did they attack us? They're on top of this. It's not cracked yet. Okay, this is where we're gonna actually have to break out. We're gonna go ahead and build a lab here. Gonna go ahead and build a fort here. And like, I know it looks like, you know, things are bad. They're really not. So let's get our Kraken kit in order. Our Kraken kit is going to be right down here. Okay. This is the kit for our Kraken. Do we need... See, I think the other thing we would want is this. I don't have enough air gems. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and make this. That's definitely the best other item spot for us. We'll go ahead and hit this. And we're going to bring this army back to go mess with Roos. And we've got a lot of things we need to put a bit of PD in. We'll be doing this over the course of the next couple turns. I don't have enough people preaching right now. That's the other thing. I think I need to take all my Melia who don't have a specific job and make them preach. I mean, call God. Okay, another researcher. That's most welcome. Let's send this guy down here. We have a lot of nature gems. What we could also do... Well, we can make a few more of these vine shields. That will turn some of our light thugs into very heavy thugs. And we are going to need to knock them off of this... Well, maybe not next turn, but turn after, certainly. These kits, we honestly don't need a ton more. It would not be bad. I think what we need to do is get another hammer or two, because we've got a lot of smiths around here. So let's make a couple more hammers here. Because honestly, we kind of have enough. Oh, braces of protection would be probably the next best thing for us to forge. And we have a... We'll do those next turn if we can. Oh, I didn't do my... We need to go make sure we're doing enough Call God. I think we've only got like 8 points a turn. It's going to be forever. We need to take all these Melia and set them to it. I'll take all the items off of them too. Yoink. Okay. Call God. Call God. Call God. Call God. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put some Alquils down. The other thing I want to do is go ahead and get a Hectoride. Let's put some boots of the messenger on her and speed her over here. And then she'll jump on... We're going to foul vapors this army. And we have to do it next turn, so we need to make everything this turn for them to be successful. She's going to stick her head out. Heroic precision. She's going to go with... And now we need to make sure we have the kits. So the kits are going to be... we're going to want 3 bracers of protection. We're going to want... I mean, these vine shields are actually going to be super clutch still. And what else are we going to have? Vine shield, bracers of protection. I mean, we don't really... Let's take a look at the kit section, right? So this will go on the Melia, who's going to be on the Hectorite, who's going to be dropping the high fatigue things. We can put this on one of the Melia. I'll go ahead and build a fort here. Go ahead and knock down this temple. And I think for our other ladies, oh, I know what we want. I want Thistle Mace. And I think I also want... Got a Vine Shield, Thistle Mace. I mean, another Vine Shield would be really clutch. I don't have another way to make another one right now, though. Okay, so let's think. For this kit, what else do we need? We don't have any... Okay, so one of the Vine Shields is going here. A Thistle Mace is going here. And we need one more item spot for that. They're getting... These are going to be braces of protection. And so we need one more miscellaneous and one more hand slot. So I'll offload this guy. Braces of protection. Let's do a miscellaneous slot. We'll do another one of these because those are really good. And then hand slot. We'll do another one of these main gauches. I'll patrol here with you. And we should have everything we need for a good old battle. The thing that would be bad is if they pinned us in this fort somehow. The AI never moves off forts. So if an AI is on a fort, they're never going to like move off that fort that I've ever seen and attack you on another one. But if they were a player, they would do that and potentially pin me in this other fort and block the move I need to make for this coming turn. But hopefully we now get the god back in like 3 more turns. They've probably popped this fort. They have 150 dudes on top. So now it's time to see if we can actually do what we said we could do, which is not be a big bitch. So you were going to get this stuff. Milady, who is down here, is going to get a very similar kit. But she's going to have a Thistle Mace instead. We'll probably put this in... Oh, no. Sorry. She gets this. And this lady is going to get... this. Ideal, you know, it'd be nice to have some more fatigue reduction on here. But anyway, this is what we've got. Break Siege. I have... Okay, so let's get this all set up. Wait, that's not quite the right guy. Get you right here, over here on the right side. So this guy's going to do Summon Earth Power, Legions of Steel, and then we're going to make sure we hit everybody with Iron Will and Iron Warriors, because this lady's also going to be doing Iron Warriors. So Summon Earth Power, Iron Warriors here. Hopefully this will hit the main part of the crew. There's some important things we need to try to get off. One is we're going to be foul vaporizing our... Do we have that tech yet? Oh, we don't have it yet. Okay. Well, pretend we could have been doing foul vapors, but we're too primitive. She'll still be helpful. 1 second. All right. Sorry, guys. I keep getting summoned away. So yeah, we don't have... I lost my train of thought, but... We don't have foul vapors, but we're going to still get this group set up as best we can. And basically the idea is we're just going to stack the 3 of these ladies all in the same tile. We're going to give her an Earth Gem or 2. She's going to be doing Summon Earth Power Iron Warriors. The important thing is that they all need to get a version of... she's going to do Regen turn 1. And then enlarge, and then they're all going to need to do. Already done enlarge. What next? I mean, honestly, protection's not super bad here. They're all going to need to do like some version of physical resistance, and they're all going to need to do elemental fortitude. And I think this will work. We're gonna make sure we get Moss Body here too. Here I think we're gonna go ahead and do Liquid Body, Moss Body. I think we're gonna drop Quickness here with the gem. Then we're gonna drop Gift of the Hair. We've already got Regen and Enlarge, Iron Warriors, Temper Flesh. There's not too much more to do. Like, we could do Earth Might, maybe. Elemental Fortitude, Attack Closest. Attack Closest. Script 5. Gift of the Hair, we don't really need. That's pretty much luxury. We'll do that here at the end. And that should work. If they end up coming inside, so just these guys, we'll have this guy do Strength of Giants. He'll be up at the front. And then we'll make some Baby Earth Elementals to hold them at bay, just in case we fail. And we're going to have these guys do Phoenix Power and then summon Fire Elementals. We really don't have a lot of fire gems. We probably need to make a point. We need to get... The way you fix fire is you get... we need to get some more dactyls, or whatever these guys are called. We need to get more of these guys. We're going to get another... One more of these, and then we need more of these dudes. And roll a fire random. We can also site search with these. Yeah, let's do that. We'll send these fire randoms around in site search. Well, in a minute. Oh, we need to send them underwater. Let's get a Shambler skin so we can go site search fire underwater. And let's make another air quill here. And let's hand out the air quill we have. Standard of the Damned, that's a pretty good item. I think we're gonna leave these here. And we'll put, okay, we're calling God. I think with you, let's go ahead and we'll make one more Shambler skin here. Have you research. Okay, we should be making these every turn. This is a big squad. We're going to bring these guys down here. And we're going to pick up more troops. You can see the logistics is starting to become kind of intense. We do have a lot of troops, though. And we're going to marshal these. I think what I want to do, too, we're going to put... Oh, whoops. All these guys here. And we're going to have these guys come this way. And we're going to have these guys come to the capital. Pick up another swath of troops. We're going to go make another fort over here. I think I had some spots we could make forts that I hadn't started. Like right here. We almost are able to start another fort. This would be a good spot to do it. I think we just don't have quite enough money. God should be coming online soon. I will say this thing with the thugs is finicky. There's a few ways it can fail. One is morale. Another is we don't have enough resistances. Another is just those chuds hit really freaking hard. So we'll see. Let's see how we did here. Oh, another is birds. I don't think they're going to be able to kill us. We are having some fatigue issues, though. Pretty sure they're all fatigued out. Yeah, it would have been really good to get Boots of the Messenger on them. But this gives you a sense of how hard they are to kill. Now, we also could have had this with Val Vapors, and then our ability to kill stuff doesn't even really matter. So if you guys route, hopefully they didn't die in the retreat. They didn't. We lost to Cambrios, which is fine. Killed a bunch of their stuff. Archocephale is attacking me. I don't love that. Where was that they attacked us? Oh, down here. Okay. Well, that's a little annoying. We should be having, in 2 turns... we should be having... Okay, it would be nice to have Boots of the Messenger. I think that's what we should be making here. So we'll take... we have a couple hammers lying around. Wherever I can find a hammer, we're going to put that to the holy purpose of making us 2 more Boots of the Messenger so that we can thug a good bit better. Okay, we're just gonna... I was looking for 2 that weren't calling God, but we're just gonna use these guys. So, 2 Boots of the Messenger. Wait, whoops. We're also gonna switch to making dactyls, I think. A few more. That looks fine to me. And yeah, we have a ton of troops, so let's pick up all of these dudes. And we'll combine forces up here. And we'll be in a few lines. And we are seeming to be reasonably successful. They've got a huge... Okay, this is mercenaries they've hired to come mess with me. This is their capital. I'm kind of inclined to, like, move over here. I'm not sure where we're going to use our Kraken. Let's move these guys down here. Oh, we've got... Okay, we can pick up, I think... Okay, we're gonna actually take this guy and move him over here. We're gonna pick up here and then pick up over here. We would not. I'd love. There's a bunch of things you'd be looking at to do more in like a multiplayer game, like finding death mages somehow and getting them out would be a pretty high priority. I think, let's make sure we've got our Kraken kit put together. This should be okay. We're gonna need one of these things again. We don't really have any air gems at the moment. We'll make another one of these. And honestly, we could kind of use a Girdle of Might. Arco is going to be attacking us too. That's going to be kind of annoying. Let's make sure we've handed out all of our quills and other research items. Give you one of these. And I think she's a Holy 2, yeah. So our Holy 2, so you guys need to be calling God. We need to get that Kraken back in action. I think we have 2 more, not this turn. I think we have a chance of getting it next turn maybe, and then I think we will get it turn after. Though it might be even one more turn for our God. We have a pretty good chance of the AI attacking us on top of this fort here. And I believe the same treatment will work. If they have enough flyers and they keep us from getting our script off, it could go badly. But the nice thing is here now we're defending. So when the battle turn timers, it's going to be bad news for them. We're not going to be running first. Yeah, you don't fuck with these guys. Yoink, yoink. Oh, that was surprisingly successful. And our God is back. What did he lose? He lost... We lost a point of Dominion strength. Not great, but we can put up a lot of temples pretty quickly. Probably prefer that over losing a path, if we're completely honest with ourselves. All right, let's improve his script now. So we can, instead of doing personal region, we can also do, Strength of Gaia, but we don't have it yet. A lot of these things, Iron Skin actually didn't do us a ton of work here. So we're going to do Summon Earth Power. It's going to give us a bit more protection even. Summon Moss Body, or Moss Body. I think we're going to do Temper Flesh first. Or no, let's do Liquid Body, Body Ethereal, and then Moss Body. And this is going to be very, very hard for people to deal with. And 1 second. All right. So yeah, actually, they're in a pretty bad spot. We're about to go on top of their cap. Sorry, my dogs are running around. That was part of what happened there. Next turn, we'll have Foul Vapors. This fort's up. And it's, again, you can see it's a lot of forts, but not upgraded at all. And I believe that is the way to do this. They also are going to save a bit of your population, too. So that's kind of a nice thing about doing it this way. And really, unless you're worried about siege strength, there's really not or like making mages, there's not really a reason to upgrade them at all. So I guess we lost this guy in an assassination battle. I think we will build a temple here, though. And these guys, we're going to set them to calling ghosts again. These guys are all going to be back on research duty. We should now have Boots of the Messenger for all these guys, which is going to help a lot with the little fatigue issues we were having. So that's nice. And let's make sure they have enough gems that they're not going to be needing anything. Oh, we lost our Vine Shield here. I'm actually not a fan. I guess we'll put a Billy Club on them. But that's a little bit of a zinger. I think this is okay. They could attack us again. I think what we're going to do, though, is I think we're going to move up here and attack this way. And then we're going to send our god right over here. Take these dudes out. And I think that'll be a good mix of actions for this turn. We're going to build another fort here. Well, I'll show you the map, too. Like, we're doing these turns really casually and, like, super fast and, like, not thinking very much. And I haven't played this nation a ton, but I guarantee you we're just crushing the AI on every chart. Except for maybe research. Which, speaking of which, once we hit construction 6, that's going to pick up in a hurry, too. Let's make sure we distributed... Okay, we can make some more Alquils. Got another one here we can turn this guy on to. I have this guy on Alquil production. I think this guy's going to be making maybe some more coral swords for now. And here we're picking up another large quantity of troops. And that's a good thing for this build is we really are working on just tapping out troop production here. And let's go make sure we have a bit of PD everywhere. Don't want some birds or something coming in and taking my forts away. Okay, so what we need to be looking to do, we need to turn back on mage production here. We've got mage production going here. We've got mage production going here. It probably would make sense to like go ahead and temple this and upgrade this fort. I think we'd start turning on some Melia production pretty soon. It's kind of what I'm feeling. But we've got a ton of troops going on their cap right now. See if we actually use our god appropriately. Archocephali is going to be attacking us soon too. The AI also has trouble dealing with ghost nations. It would be harder playing against players. I mean, not only would we not have expanded so much, I mean, ideally we wouldn't have killed our god. Hopefully we don't kill him again here. I'd be very surprised if I managed to kill the Kraken twice. Though Chud skin shifters are very, very beefy. But yeah, you can see we're not even getting hurt here. They sent some Great Hawks, as they do. They went and attacked Turtle Glades. That's an odd choice. They've attacked us in a few places. Okay, we wiped that stack, though. Okay, so this is a pretty bad turn for them. They did, however, unfortunately for them, get this army pinned onto this fort. There's 2 candles here, so I think we're going to send the Kraken over this way. This fort's capped, so we're going to go ahead and storm it. And we're going to move over here and start cutting off retreat routes. Let's send these guys over that way. Canyon of Sand. Let's take these guys and start moving troops. We'll probably come kill Arco next if we're still playing. I feel like we've demonstrated a few things. It's turn 30, and we have a lot of our important timings for like being able to do Thug and Foul Vapor traps. After we got Construction 6, our research is really going to pick off. I think one thing to think about that we didn't do is really get some of your fire randoms out here. Like, oh god, Arco's on top of this. We're going to have to send somebody over here to liberate that. Yeah, wait, okay, let's pick up some of these things. We'll run over here. We're going to take... We need this Melia to come over here and pick these guys up, because we're going to have to come knock these guys off this fort. More forts coming up. Okay, let's actually look at the score graphs. I'll show you how bad it is. It's bad, guys. It's real bad. We're number 1 in income with Therodos. Research, we're number 1. Dominion, we're not quite number 1 yet. Army size, we're doing okay. Yeah, they're in some shit. They're in some deep shit. Let's come over here. We'll see if we can take this province. Okay, this is our profit. We're going to preach this up to 7. And we'll probably come over. I don't know where we go next. But yeah, we're kind of in the part of the game where the micro is going to start getting more intense. I'm going to be doing a progressively worse job compared to how I should be doing to play this nation right. So it's kind of like bad behavior. Oh, we should have enchantment 5 too. So, okay, we can actually show you. Okay, this will actually show you. We're going to do the Foul Vapors trap here too. So we don't really need protection. If we can, what we're going to do is Foul Vapors. Wait, why is it not saying I have the things for Foul Vapors? Maybe we clearly have the things we need for Foul Vapors. Oh, we don't have any gems? Did I not put it on conservative gem use? I swear to God. Well, we'll come knock them off and then go do it somewhere else. Maybe, oh, we'll probably knock Arco off with Foul Vapors. That'll be fun. Trying to think if it's risky that I put Foul Vapors in that script slot, even though I can't cast it. We can also make potentially the like a cornucopia, so we don't even have to worry about gems for Foul Vapors. We just run around and do it. The thing I don't remember is if Elemental Fortitude gives you, and I don't think it does, it gives you poison resistance. Let's check real quick. Because it's not part of our bless here, and it is something you have to be very careful of when you do your Foul Vapors business. Yeah, we don't have... So we might have to script a resist poison in there. But yeah, you can see they were very angry. 70 dudes. We took their cap. They are in a very, very bad way. I kind of want to get... Can I get this guy to a lab somewhere? Oh, well, there's a lab here. We can teleport. We're going to move and patrol here. You know, it's hostile dominion will be fine. I think we come over... Diamond Bears. I think we come over here. We'll be able to teleport on that army if it moves out. Give me some of them quills. Look at all these researchers. Give me some of them quills. Okay, whoever is making coral swords, I think we got enough, buddy. Let's make some other things instead. We'll make some frost brands. This is pretty good. Come over here and take that. I got a boatload of dudes here. I guess we come over here and conquer Arco with this army if we can. Because we're going to be having a boatload of dudes. Standard of the Damned is pretty useful too. We should probably be finding a use for that. We could be doing a better job site searching. We could be doing a better job on so many things, guys. We're just really doing our turns pretty quickly. But our research is picking up. I'll have construction 6 in 2 turns. And that really... Oh, wait, we need to take... Oh, wait, shit. Oh, well, we can take one of these guys. Let's take one of these guys and go site search. Do we have anybody over here with a fire random? We'll come site search with these guys too. This is what you would be doing, except ideally sooner. That's fine. Okay, we're about tapped out on... We'll see if we can raid with this guy. And then we're going to load her up with some gems. We're going to make sure she's on conservative gem use. Now, the thing we need to do is we're going to take off some of these luxury things. I don't know what here is luxury, though. Quickness is luxury. We're going to instead do poison resistance. And here, temper flesh earthmite is luxury. We're going to do poison resistance. And you should have enough poison resistance that with regen you'll be fine. So this army is looking pretty good. We're going to foul vapors this squad. Oh, you know what we're not doing that we could do? Well, they'll be fine. I was going to say we'd do Legions of Steel, but it's not really going to matter. We'll go ahead and get this guy so we can start forting that up. We do want to, I think... We're going to build a lab here. And I'm going to have this guy come over here, and he's going to upgrade this fort. We're going to start doing all around our cap. We'll start slowly doing labs and temples and stuff. And start making Melia. And we're probably done. We probably have like 4 or 5 more minutes as part of this single player, and then I think we'll call it. But there's a lot of things you can do. Like, we used the Kraken pretty late, but like especially for an underwater war, you could use him sooner because you don't have to wait for construction 4. You know, if you're fighting potentially water elementals, you are probably going to want... You're definitely going to want Alt 4, though. But he can totally just completely win a major fight for you. We'll watch this. So this is the Foul Vapors trap. So it doesn't... Okay, they're trampling us. Oh, there goes Foul Vapors. There's not much left of Foul Vapors, though. Alright, they took some undefended provinces from us. But yeah, I think we'll end it here, guys. I think it's basically over. I mean, we could jump... Alright, we'll jump on top of this and just YOLO super hard with our god. And that will be how we end it. We'll do a massive PD dump here. Go get fucked. And I think we'll end it there. We're not going to do any more. So we'll do closing thoughts now. I think, Therodos, you're not in a hurry. Like, you don't have to like go fight early. I think in general, your goals are get your research started by getting that coastal fort up pretty soon. Get your cap circle forted. And the reason really I say cap circle, some of it has to do with protecting your cap. The other part is that's where your dominion's going to be. And you want to have your dominion areas forted with just cheap palisades, right? Don't worry. Most of your mages, I think, you'll want... You have maybe one other underwater fort making Melia, but most of your forts, I think, like your researching centers are going to be on land. And that's going to give you the timing... By the time you get to this point, we've got like all sorts of little traps we can do. But after this, though, is when we'll really start coming along, because we're going to have Fog Warriors, Foul Vapors, Army of Gold, and just so many small armies, right? We can have like a lot of super combatant killing capacity with Charm and Bone Melter and other things on Advance and Cast. It's pretty spooky. Here's our Kraken doing Kraken things. But yeah. Oh, they beat us there, even with that PD dump. But yeah, anyway, we were crushing this, guys, and we didn't even really play the last turn. But yeah, this is gonna be like a super easy win. I think Therodos is a strong nation. Are they like the strongest in early age? Probably not. They're pop kill though, and they scale pretty well, and they have good research. You have lots of kind of interesting high end, like high skill things you can do with thugs. You can have more small armies than a lot of other players, because because you're pop kill. People aren't really going to want to fight you. Definitely not going to want to fight you alone. Like people who win the game are going to hope that you're not a problem, and they're going to hope that like you just don't like that they can get bigger, better, stronger, faster than you, right? And the other thing is other nations are going to scale really well too. Like you're probably not like the hardest scaling nation into the late game. Like blood nations are potentially going to scale better, or people that are going to control a certain global. However, in this case, now where did our god go? Did our god die? Where's our god? Oh, he's up here. Yeah, like this guy though can control Nexus. So we've got like a good late game plan with this particular build. But that aside, like other nations can scale really hard. There's other nations that are like maybe faster on the map that were pretty quick. I don't know. I think this is a strong nation. In the hands of good players, there's like a lot more things you can do. So Dragon Teeth is super duper good. You can like totally win upset battles with just that spell. I think the things that like you need to think about though are you don't have great recruit anywhere mages like for deep late game stuff. Like you don't have astral mages who are going to communion up. Like these are really your recruit anywhere mages are like these guys, right? So I think a way to think about it is like having like an Earth 2 run around with like medium-sized armies doing Strength of Giants is great, right? Having Melia that are running around like maybe thugging in the midst of these armies is also pretty good. Like there's things they can do, just as like army support thugs, right? You have really good summons you can get too, like Telkeens, which are going to be dropping bomb stuff, like big air magic, big water magic, big earth magic. And you should, in your important armies, have easy access to all the important high elemental things. Like you should be able to get, Fog Warriors off, but Fog Warriors isn't trivial for you. Like you might have to do matrices, you might need a crystal shield, you might need to kind of forge a booster. Like it's not trivial. And you also really need to think about how you're going to break into death. You can get a death random on these guys, and that can be pretty darn important. So I would definitely roll these guys until you get a death random. You can make a skull staff with them right away, and then with the skull staff you can summon a revenant, and the revenant can do dark knowledge. Like that's something we totally should have been doing. And like I said, like a lot of the micro stuff I was completely off in the single player game on, but like you want to get into death because a lot of your good stuff is going to come out with like rigor mortis plays. But to like really get rigor mortis, you're not going to get it just at enchantment 6. Like you're going to really need to get your summons and all these other things, and probably empower. And I don't know. You'll have to do some things to get all the way up where you can like summon a lich, right? But these are like important ways to really strengthen up your mid game and your late mid game with Therodos. And they're things that like aren't trivial, right? Like if you don't think about, like you have pretty good path access, but you don't have like amazing path access, right? So you can, but you have to like do things. It's not just going to be like, oh, we'll just communion up some mages and have the kind of access we need. You have to kind of plan. You have to make it happen. But if you do all that, you can have a lot of really scary medium-sized armies, and your large armies can be really scary. You got Bone Melter casters coming in, you got Charm casters, so it's going to be really hard to like thug these armies. You're going to have crazy fatigue plays with Rigor Mortis. And if you can control Nexus with a Kraken, you're in really good shape. But yeah, I mean, you can also like sacrifice ghosts while you put up like Wrathful Skies. You can do earthquake traps really well because your ghosts, by the way, are floating. and you can just drop Earthquake with like, you know, you're never going to get lucky and see one of these guys. But like this guy with, you know, Earth Boots and then a Ring of Floating, he can sit here and do like just drop not arbitrary amounts, but quite a few Earthquakes. But I think one thing to think of, though, is that like a lot of the army boosting capacity you have as Therodos, like these mages, a lot of which are going to come from your capital, right? They are scarce. They are hard to replace. As you get bigger, you will not necessarily get more of them because you'll be essentially limited by your capital. You really don't want them to die, right? One of the nice things, so let's look at ways to maybe mitigate some of that risk. You can put Rings of Warning on them, get them a lot of ghost bodyguards. The nice thing about that is in assassination battles, those guys are going to show up and they're going to be very well protected in combat. If you're also able to get mass flight off, which is a pretty nice thing to have, it's going to make it much more likely that your commanders are going to leave battles because they're going to fly away. If you're doing fatigue plays, right? Fatigue plays always increase the stakes of a battle, even if you lose it. Like a lot of times you do a fatigue play, your mages are going to fatigue out. You're going to be in trouble if you lose. And just because you put rigor mortis up doesn't mean you're going to win. And if you lose, whoever loses a fatigue play battle is usually going to lose most of their mage core. One thing you can think about, not for your Melias, right? But for like... for these Hecatorides and whoever you're bringing that's hard to replace, if you're doing a fatigue play, try to put a lot of reinvigoration gear on them. You know, not only will it be nice, they'll be more useful in combat. It's nice having high path mages with reinvigoration on them, all those things. But the main reason really is so that you don't lose them if you lose the battle. That with the fatigue stuff, they're going to be able to run off the field, even with rigor mortis and stuff going. So... those are kind of my thoughts. I think like your ghosts are replaceable. You can see we just have tons of ghosts, right? You get I think this palisade thing that I was talking about, I think it plays out right. Like don't feel the need to put labs in temples or upgrade your palisades. You just put empty palisades all over the place. You do these coastal forts where you get your research mages going. And then you start getting to the point where you're getting like Melias going here in some of your underwater forts as well, right? You have lots of these super low commitment armies with no mage support. You have some with like mage support and then like a very killy thug taking part. You have some of these thug combos like I used up here running around. You have your Kraken dropping a hammer on them when you need to. And probably most importantly, and I think this is like will define how you play, is like you manage your doom stacks. Do not do what I did here with this lazy fucking doom stack running around, right? Like your doom stack needs powerful mage support. You need mass protection. You need, you know, elemental resistances. You can do Will of Fate if you break your way into Astral, like you have a Golem. You do Army of Gold. You do the fatigue plays. But like whenever you're doing like your doom stacks, you bring great protection for killing super combatants, which, you know, like I said, you can do pretty easily. And then you have a lot of buffing potential in that army and debuffing. So, and then you protect your mages because even if you lose that army, you want the mages to live. So I think that's how to do it. You know, you're a Pop Kill Nation. People generally aren't going to want to fight you. Like they might fight you at the beginning, but yeah, as long as, I think it's like a thing with Pop Kill Nations is like, as long as you don't make people have to fight you, it's usually pretty easy for them to find an excuse to do literally anything else. But if you really overexpand or you get too big, like, you know, people are going to fight you and you'll probably lose some ground. The other things we didn't necessarily do great are like, we did pretty good for Dominion. Like we've got like 5 candles everywhere. You can probably be a bit better controlling Dominion. And you can also use your Holy 2s, which I believe these are your only Holy 2s you get. Because these guys are Holy 1, these guys are Holy 0, and then I don't think anything you get in a fort. Yeah, it's just the Melia. You can do Bishop Fish too. Those I think are actually worth considering, maybe having 1 or 2 running around, actually just to preach, just to get your Dominion up high in your forts. It's going to increase your free spawn rates, it's going to increase your Dominion pressure. Like, once we switch on and put temples in all of these palisades, which we don't have any plan on doing, you don't feel like you need to, right? They're here to generate chaff. and commanders. Like, they're going to generate, researchers and priests and all sorts of things. So you don't feel like you need to put anything in these forts. But when you decide to, when you put temples in all of them, you're going to be very friggin' annoying to your neighbors. You'll be raiding them a lot, knocking down their temples, storming their forts, spreading your pop kill dominion. It's very annoying. But yeah, I think there's a strong nation. I think we'll leave it there, guys. We have now officially covered all of the pop kill nations. So with that, and look, guys, I did not know how to play Therodos until I really sat down and started thinking about it. So thanks to Pendragon, who sponsored the video. And he made me finally figure out Therodos. So I think not like I figured it out like I would figure it out if I've actually played them in a game. But I have more than a casual understanding of them now, right? So, yeah. Anyway, happy to share this with y'all, and hope y'all enjoy it, and take care.